Number 15 says using the number line, which shows the numbers in order from least to greatest. That means it needs to be the smallest to the largest. Smallest to largest. In order to truly compare these numbers, we need to first convert them all into decimals. 1/2, that's a benchmark fraction. I know that 1 over 2 is the same as 0.5, so this would be negative 1.5. This is already in decimal form. Negative 1 and 2/5 is going to be negative 1.4. If I multiply this by 2 over 2, that ends up giving me negative 1 and 4/10. And the same way that I'd say that fraction is how I would write it as a decimal. Negative 1 and 4/10, because the 4 is in the tenths place. And then again, this one also is in decimal form already. I know that this is automatically going to be the largest because it's the only positive number out of the 4. So I can go ahead and place that one on the number line, 1.3. So automatically I should be looking for the answer choices that have 1.3 in the last spot. So I know I can knock off D because they have 1.3 first. Now if they ask me to put it in order from greatest to least, then I could possibly look at this one. But since it's least to greatest, this one had to be in the last place. So now I'm trying to compare negative 1.5, negative 1.45, and negative 1.4. Let's go ahead and place them on a number line. We're kind of counting backwards as we go to the left of 0. So negative 1.4 would be here, then negative 1.45, and then here we have negative 1.5. So going in order from least to greatest would be my negative 1.5, negative 1.45, negative 1 and 2/5, and then 1.3.